you're feeling right now. I mean, think about it just for a second. How do I feel right now about, and fill in the blank? So when you do that and you're thinking, okay, I feel really great right now and everything is going my way and I'm just so happy and everything's good, that's a good feeling to have. But if you're in the focus or in the mindset of, I can't visualize right, every time I try, nothing happens, and I'm just feeling like I'm maybe down in the dumps about something. When you do that, you're taking your vibrations and your feelings down a whole different ballpark. And it's all coming about for you is going, whoa, that's not cool. I don't like that. That's not working out for me. So when you're doing that and you're trying to visualize what you want, because we're all practicing this on a daily basis. Well, I shouldn't say we all, because most of us are. Some of us are still in the learning stages, and that's okay. So when you're visualizing and you're finding a difficult time to visualize what it is you want in the life you want, you know what you want because you can feel it, right? You can feel the desires you have. You can feel the life you want. You can feel the business you want to have. You can feel all these things manifesting inside of you. But the thing is, you want to manifest them in the material world where we're at right now. And that's fine. That's what we all want, and that's what we all desire and strive for. So, here's some tips that I've learned, and I actually got these from Neville Goddard's teachings. So, they're really genuine and they're really down to earth about this, because I want you just to take a minute to think of a movie that you really resonate with, that you can really get into, that you can feel the passion of the lead, of the star of the movie, the heroine, the hero, whatever that role is for you. Feel yourself being in that movie. Feel yourself being that person. You're having that success. You're being the heroine. You're being the hero. You are being the lead. You're being that person. When you can do that and you can feel that watching that movie, replay that movie in your mind's eye, in your inspiration, in your mind, in your feelings. When you can feel yourself being in that movie, and pick a movie that you really, really like, that really resonates, and you really have a message from that movie. It could be anything. It could be anything at all. It just depends. It could be an action flick. It could be a love story. It could be, Wolves of Wall Street. It could be anything. Just put yourself into that lead role as that being you. So when you think of a movie and you do this and you're relating your desires and you're relating yourself to that role, and you see yourself having that success, you see yourself working through those struggles. Because let's face it, in a movie, there's always struggles, there's always drama, there's always ups and downs. And in life, it's the same thing. When you look at your life as a movie playing out daily, think about it. When we look at our lives as a movie, don't you think it's easier to just look at it, step back, and create it as you go in a visualization? When you take control of that and you're visualizing that, you can make the changes in your own life as you see fit, as you want to. So be yourself, be the star of the movie, be who you want to be that person that is successful, be that person that is shining bright above everything else. So when you take that and you're in a state, when you get into that part and you're willing to visualize through you being in that movie, you're the star. You get to make the choices. You get to have the success that that star is having. So be that person and don't put it down to say, well, I can't do that, or that's not working out for me. Don't do any of that, because you are in a movie, and play that movie over and over in your mind with you as the character, you as the lead. Now do this days and nights, especially if you're doing this before you go to sleep, where you're visualizing this visualizing technique of putting yourself into a movie will actually condition your subconscious mind to be better at visualizing on a whim, because you'll learn these skills, and you will learn how to take yourself out of where you're at right now and put yourself into where you want to be and the life you want. When you can do that, you'll be able to visualize whatever it is you want to do. So if you want a successful business, you can see yourself having the clients. You can see yourself making the sales. You can see yourself being that person that's giving value to the marketplace. You can see yourself flowing freely and easily because you're visualizing it through putting yourself in a movie. And the ultimate method is part of creation. We want to use the method of visualization to help us create the reality that we desire. So from the movie, you could always make changes. You can go day and day to night. It's in a whim whenever you're doing visualization in a movie form. So, and I love to do this. I don't do it every single night, but I have different routines that I do. And I always put myself there with what I want to create, what my life is. And I always look at my business on, okay, where is it at right now? When before I go to bed, I could be a couple hours before I go to bed. I'll just say, okay, where's my business at right now? And where do I want to see it go? Where is my business going to go? What is my income going to look like? So as I do that and I focus on what's my income going to look like, then I can visualize and see that. I can do that before I go to bed. But what I find for me, and the more I have learned to visualize, is even if I do that a couple hours before going to bed, then a lot of times I will wake up the next morning and feel like, wow, okay, I got that. This is what I need to do to make it get there. This is what I need to do because the inspiration will come. The opportunity that I need will show up. The person that I need to talk to will show up. And I find that by doing that, I'm helping myself. I'm enlightening my subconscious mind. And I am feeling that, you know what? I am so powerful that I have the ability to create despite any obstacles that get in my way. So when you have that thought, when you have that mentality, you'll find that there are opportunities that will come your way. People will show up out of nowhere that you need to hear. Maybe you need to speak to. Maybe the person has an opportunity or has a training that's going to just take you to the next level. That's going to just jumpstart you going forward. Whatever it is, don't dismiss the trainings that are coming for you, because if you're hearing them and you're in tune with them, then you are going to be the one that's going to need what this person's offering you. So I always find that when someone out of the blue comes to me, or when I hear something that just piques me just for a second, I don't just look at that as, oh, okay, I just caught that for a second. I stop and I look at what I'm doing. I say, okay, that showed up from what I did yesterday, or that showed up from what I did a week ago, and here it is. So this might be the answer to my prayer, the answer to what I was asking for, the answer to what I was trying to manifest. It could be in the form of a person or an opportunity, or it could be a course or whatever it is I'm working on that I need to fulfill, that I need to take to the next level. So as you're doing this, have faith in yourself, first of all, that you are going to do what you need to do to get where you need to go. Plain and simple, guys. It's all there in black and white for us to look at, to read, and to study. But I like to put things, when I started out and I first learned this teaching from Neville Goddard, was use a movie format. I found movies that I loved, that I felt really resonant with, that I could relate to, and I absorbed myself in them. And I absorbed myself in them to the point that I was the hero. I was the heroine. I was the one having the success that I was looking for. And by doing that, I created in the movie, that person was me having that success. That person was me creating that business. That person was me with that bank account. That person was me. And the more I did it, the more in tune I got, and the easier it was for me to just visualize without the movie as being me that had that happen. And you can do the same. You can do the same thing, as to have what you want to come for you in your life in a moment's notice, or it could be a week, it could be a year. Just depends on how in tune and aligned you are to what it is you want. So take this to heart and definitely use this movie trick to get you to the next level, or to get you up where you want to go. You know, it doesn't matter if we're successful right now or if we're working on it, because everything we want is there for us. All we have to do is line to it and reach out and grab it. You can be, do, and have anything you want in the world. You have to allow yourself to have it. Okay?